The scary, mysterious towns that disappeared. Have you ever been in a town that looked creepy and scary? Anyone in these kinds of locations would say, how can anyone live here? And there is no wonder that you wouldn't have experienced visiting such a place once in your lifetime. But do you know some scary and mysterious towns that went missing? Today we gathered their history and location for you all, and to know about them, you have to keep on watching. Number 10, Calico, California. Starting from the town that turned its demise into a major tourist attraction, Calico is the self-proclaimed ghost town that has subsequently become a tourist attraction for people passing through California. It is now a historical site, and visitors may enjoy tours of one of the existing sites that has been maintained to ensure its safety, as well as a ride down the spectacular Calico-Odessa Railroad. For the brave, the town even provides ghost hours. Now, you never know when a ghost encounters you. I don't know why, but this sounds exciting. Number 9, Hobart Bay, Alaska. Alaska already has a low population, so it's no wonder that in addition to ghost towns, there are communities that are on their way to the same destiny. Hobart Bay had a reasonable population in 1990 when the US Census counted at least 187 people. Hobart Bay lost 184 individuals during a decade and now has a population of only 3 people. I would never want to visit a town with this small a population. Number 8, St. Elmo, Colorado. Colorado evokes memories of snow-covered mountains, but when we think of Colorado, we think of history, which includes the town of St. Elmo, which was destroyed in the 1930s. This mining town had a population of well over 2,000 people, which would have been regarded as a large population at the time. As the mining faded away, so did St. Elmo. It is now home to the ghosts that have remained, who are said to be quite active when the tourists arrive. Number 7, Centralia, Pennsylvania. It's difficult to imagine that a community like Centralia, which once housed thousands of people, is now nothing more than a flaming remnant of what was once an industrial town. Due to the town's poisonous environment and overall ground instability, all remaining people were ultimately evacuated in 2009. But what unleashed such destruction on this once peaceful town? The simple answer is that the industrial place caught fire, which developed a toxic environment for living things. Comment down below if you know this town's story. Number 6, Pripyat, Ukraine. It was 1:23 a.m. on April 26, 1986, when a devastating breakdown occurred inside reactor number 4 of the Soviet nuclear power facility at Chernobyl. The resulting explosion blasted fire and hazardous waste firing into the air over Pripyat. The city has been dormant for over 3 decades, serving as a haunting reminder of the tragedy. Its structures have deteriorated and are reclaimed by nature and wild creatures. Now, no one goes there, and it's left empty. Number 5, Oradour-sur-Glane, France. The town of Oradour-sur-Glane was the site of one of the greatest murders of French civilization during World War II on the afternoon of July 10, 1944. A Nazi Waffen-SS detachment gathered up and slaughtered 642 of its people, as well as burning down most of their homes. The site also has a museum which houses a collection of antiques and artifacts found in the remains. Well, this one's scary. Number 4, Hashima Island, Japan. The tiny island of Nagasaki was established as a coal mining colony in 1887. For some decades, Hashima remained a busy place, but soon the Japanese compelled thousands of Korean workers to labor in its mines. The tight circumstances were unlivable for the majority of employees, and the city was quickly abandoned. Hashima has been neglected for 40 years, resulting in a decaying remnant. It's sad to see such a beautiful place changing into an empty, creepy, lifeless place. Number 3, Varosha, Cyprus. Next, we have the northern third of Cyprus, which was invaded by Turkey. Varosha's 15,000 people left their belongings. Most people expected them to return once the battle was finished, but that never happened. The resort is described as a decaying ghost town by the few brave explorers who have gone inside no man's land. Trees have gone through floors of establishments and houses. The majority of the belongings of previous occupants have been stolen or burned. Number 2. Bodie, California. The next is Bodie, California, which was incorporated in 1876 after miners discovered large amounts of gold and silver in its hillsides. A series of severe and fatal winters drove many of its prospectors to go to more profitable areas. The population declined until 1940 when the remaining people were moved. Since then, Bodie has earned a reputation as one of the country's best preserved ghost towns. Number 1. Bannack, Montana. If you're a fan of ghost adventures, you'll probably know the name Bannack from an episode where it was said to be full of paranormal activity. This town has a heart-wrenching past. Bannack was designed to house workers in Virginia City, which was a gold mining town at the time. The route connecting these two villages became renowned as a place where anyone can get robbed. Now this town is only open for visitors, so no robbery if you wanted to visit. So, which one is on your hit list? Are you going to visit these places? Comment below. Before you leave though, can I just ask that you make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching.